Welcome, Robert. I know you're there, Robert. Thank you. Welcome to Simon no茶の間, Simon's living room. Baka mo ichi is the title of this show, which is Even a Fool Has One Talent. And I appear to be alone at the moment. And that is largely due to an unsuccessful attempt to get a guest for this week. And I was originally planning to go to Brussels this morning and meet up with a Japanese busker who is currently there playing on a traditional Japanese flute. But unfortunately, he isn't on until for another half an hour. And the weather is terrible. So I decided against that. And he may be a guest on the show in the coming weeks because he's moving around Belgium and he's going to be in places like Ghent and Antwerp, which is a bit closer to me and easier to get to. So we'll wait and see on that. And my other guests, because it's Golden Week in Japan, it is their one holiday that they generally take. Most of the people I've been trying to get on the show are now on holiday and have visitors or are out visiting or and so on. And so I've not got time to be on the show. But I'm still negotiating with them on and off. By the time I get round to getting guests on the show, it'll probably be my anniversary show, which I'm working on at the moment, in the sense of trying to gather guests together to appear on it. This will be at the end of May. The last Sunday so far has been the provisional date for that. And I'm trying to get little groups of former guests who will appear as groups, one after the other on the show in order to get them all on within the time available, and hopefully not be too chaotic. So, hi Ty, hi Robert. Frederick was here earlier. Anybody else that turns up, hopefully, you can join us and have a chat with me and tell me how you're doing, what you're getting on with. You were cleaning. That's a good idea, Frederick. Yes, I should do that sometime. Yes. It's the motivation. it's lacking. It's lacking. And for Zach, if you're watching, yes, here's the wine. And if my friend Keiko from Nagoya is watching, my brain is telling me to have wine. It's an instinct, so I'm going with it. Yes, and I've got cheese as well. I'm having wine and cheese. It's a very civilized stream today. I have wine and a sort of Parmesan cheese and bread. Fat and carbohydrate and sugar. You only have 3. Oh, yes, that's right. You're going to retire, aren't you? You're at the bank depositing money. Everybody, Ty's at the bank depositing money. He's a wealthy chap. Frederick, are you having a retirement party, Frederick? This is what we want to know. Or will he be falling over drunk like you were on your birthday party on Three Old Dudes? Hello, people in the bank. If he takes his earphones out. So, Golden Week in Japan. One of my Japanese friends, unfortunately, has no Golden Week. You may know her, Manami-san, who I met in Tokyo last time I visited. And she, unfortunately, she used to work at an anime studio. I'm not quite sure what she's changed jobs recently, but she messaged to say that she has to work 7 out of the 10 days of Golden Week. If AK-47 is invited to the work party. And party with your co-workers. No thanks. Okay. Well, yeah. You're not. Are they giving you a clock or something for services rendered? Oh, I see. So he's quite happy to be rid of his co-workers. Mm. Excuse me. Mm. Oh, hear me eating. I have to try and line my stomach whilst I have my wine. It may not be quite a drunk stream, Zach. I have to drive later. There was a slight possibility as well that the Twitcher from last week's show, Arissa, One More Gaijin's girlfriend, that she might have popped on the show, but unfortunately they're visiting her parents, so it's going to be a bit difficult. They have golden days each day in the basement where the gold bars are. And a holiday with the gold bars. From Friday. Frederick, everybody in comments wish Frederick the best. He's next Friday, he's finished working. I'm still jealous. I've got another 2 months to go before I can go on my holidays. I have to book it. Yes, it's cold. Well, actually, no. I mean, it was raining this morning in Belgium, Frederick. Not about Switzerland, but it's definitely gone colder. Seems to be the same also in Japan. We seem to have similar weather going on there. It's only Saturday. You need to get out from behind the computer now and again, Robert, and go outside and check what day it is. No, I'm just also debating whether to get a haircut. You know, these things, vanity, all is vanity. Before I go on holiday. So what have people been up to? I've been spending the week laying tiles. Ty will be familiar with that. Or helping to lay tiles. Tiles of about 3 feet wide by 3 feet wide. I've almost forgotten my plastic cockroaches. Now they are safe. Okay. Yes, for those of you who have just joined, look back in the chat to understand what on earth that was all about. Plastic cockroaches. Okay. I was out not too long ago. I went for my morning coffee and chocolates, which I have generally most Saturdays. I'm a regular customer at a chocolate shop, which is pretty much deserted most of the time due to out-of-town shopping degenerating the main shopping street. But I still patronize this one particular coffee shop, and they know me well know me well enough now. Now I go in, I say the usual, yes, the usual, please. The Totenhosen mouse pad. Yeah, there's a hardcore punk band with a mouse pad. Okay. Yeah, revolution and licensing rights. Mm. Oh. what I'm going to do, I've been preparing some backgrounds here. Well, let's have a this is a relatively tranquil background. As you all know, it's my Fukuoka living room. Fukui. Perk. Hello, Perk. Am I pronounced that correctly? Nice to see you. I'm just going to transfer you to a Japanese garden in Belgium. They're the largest Japanese garden in Europe, apparently. 2.5 hectares, which doesn't feel like a lot when you're walking around it compared to Japanese gardens. But here we go. And hopefully there's some sound going on as well. This is one of their water features. It's only the garden is 27 years old. It was built in 1992. This is one of the shots from the videos I took with my new DJI Osmo and my smartphone. There was another chap wandering around the garden also with one, an English chap. I had mine ostentatiously fixed to a tripod as well. But hopefully I'll stitch those videos together and make a short video of the garden. What I noticed on YouTube, there were quite a lot of videos of this particular garden. So it's going to be a short video. And I went there once to a hanami party a couple of years ago with my parents and one of my sons. And I think I might have popped it in a video. I can't remember. I certainly Instagrammed it. But yeah, that is one of the few Japanese gardens in Europe, let alone the largest. Yeah, the gimbal is quite cheap, relatively speaking. I mean, my sons gave me a gift voucher to go towards it, so it was even cheaper. I haven't really sort of put it to much use, but occasionally when I do live streams outside, it's quite handy. Yes. So what are you all doing for this? May I ask, Perk, where? I mean, I know where most of my viewers are from. Frederick's in Switzerland, Robert's in Canada, Ty is in America. Where are you watching from? It's always interesting to know who my viewers are. And what it's like in their part of the world. Here, actually, I mean, I've got a curtain up to sort of block out the brightness of the sun because it's quite a sunny day today. Just a second. Okay. This is where Perk looks outside the window to check where he is. I was hoping maybe that Nosh and Mindy's mum might turn up, but I'm not quite sure where Mindy's mum is. But Nosh is in cat trouble. Cat trouble. Yes. You just sprinkle some catnip and leave them to it, and you'll be all right. Spain. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Oh, you're in the same time zone, so it's like lunchtime in Spain. That's good. My former boss from my old job in England when I used to live there. She lives in Spain as well. Don't. I'm sorry. That was the limit of my Spanish. All gone. Just about. Well, it's 1:45 for us in Europe. I mean, I can't talk. I'm not really having lunch. I'm just having bread, cheese, and wine. Very medieval. You go to the bakers in Spain and point. Yes, and then they go to sleep for the siesta. And very productive country, apparently. I'm not sure. Hmm. Well, at least they're not. At least they're not doing a Brexit. Oh. Yes, my holiday, as I was saying before, my holiday is coming up in a couple of months. And until recently, it was like, how are we going to do it? Because I'll go and visit my parents in England, and very soon England is going to secede from the European Union. And I thought, oh God, that's going to slow things up tremendously. I mean, I'm a British citizen, so there's no problem there. But just the border controls. Mm. Right, that's enough. That's enough. Well, no, 3 minutes more. I've worked out that each of my backgrounds can go on for about 10 minutes, and then I've got the full show. The Brits in Gibraltar are worried because they think Spain's going to reintegrate Gibraltar or something. Mm. Mm. I don't know. Tell me something, Perk. Spain, is it mostly sunny most of the time, or do we have? Can you sometimes get nice, normal, rainy weather? I mean, I'm from the Lake District in England. I shall put up a picture up later, and it's all cold and rainy there, which I kind of like enjoy actually. Yes, getting around, having to show your passport everywhere. Right, that's enough. That's enough. Like water, streaming water. I mean, my bathroom's just here, so if I listen to any more of that, I might have to pop out. And we shall go to actually. This next photograph was taken over a river in the hills north of Kyoto, where I had a meal on a floating restaurant thing. So there we go. It's much quieter there. You can see the person in the background there. We're all sat on tatami mats on wooden floors suspended over a river. It was very civilized, quite expensive for what you could see in the picture there. There's little bits and bobs and some sake, but it was mostly for the experience. I highly recommend it. I've forgotten the name of the village, but if you ever go to Kyoto and you spend enough time there, and you've got a day to do something other than see all the temples, go out to Mount Kurama. Get the train from Kyoto Station, sorry, and head out to Mount Kurama, and then when you walk down from the sort of the temple at the top of the mountain, you come to this village with all these restaurants with these things hanging over the river. It's rather civilized. My green screen and the sun. This is what happens when you use the sun as natural lighting. Sorry. Yeah, did you ever do Fushimi Inari, Robert? Going up the hill through all those torii gates. You need to be in good condition for that. I remember doing that in the rain and thinking, God, there's so many people, mostly Chinese tourists, and then you get like halfway up and they all give up and turn back because it's like too much effort. And so by the time I got to the top, there was nobody there. But yes, I'm kind of showing my favorite places. And this was one of them. Have you ever been to Japan, Perk? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Perk. Another favorite place over there. I'll switch to this background now. It's slightly more relaxed. It was this place. Hey, Vids. Well, we now have viewers from most parts of the globe: Europe, America, Canada, Australia. This is the garden of Shoren Inn, otherwise known as Owati Palace, which was about 5 minutes walk from the hostel I stayed at in Kyoto. And it's not very busy, considering that it's a temple in Kyoto. So it's nice and quiet. You can walk around there and have this really nice garden. I do have pictures of the inside of the temple as well. It is a Buddhist, it's a Buddhist temple, not a Shinto shrine. But it's very relaxing. This year, I mean, I'm showing these pictures largely for myself and for you, the viewers, and any of my Japanese friends. I'm sorry, but it's looking less and less likely that I shall be coming back to Japan this year, owing to the fact that I'm not accruing a sufficient overtime. Now I know you're all on having your golden week, your exceptionally long golden week with 10 days because of Emperor Akihito stepping down and all that business. But I usually have 2 full holidays in the year compared to yours. I'm sorry. And on top of that, I try and get to Japan, which is like my 3rd holiday, which is on top of the ones I normally have. But to do that, I have to get lots of overtime, which is not happening at the moment. Well, in the last 4 years, I've been back there. I caught the bug. But my bank account and is not very happy about it. Hey, Mashu and Rena, if you're there, Rena. And now we have friends from Japan watching. Perk, Robert, Robert, Vidzavi, Mom, and Ty and Frederick. They know Mashu. But Mashu, Perk, Mashu, and Rena. They have a channel. Go and check them out. Although these days they're so busy, so busy, and happily married, but very tired at the end of the day. Why? What? Why? What? Why? What is that? What does that mean, Mash? So yeah, Shorin. And I tried to load up videos of, because I've got videos of me sitting around in the temple at Shorin Inn, but my computer is not the fastest anymore. And when I tried to do that, it struggled. You have overtime after your overtime. You have to work, in Golden Week. Surely not. Yeah, what's happened to all the cycling and wandering about videos, Mash? Yeah, it's all videos just sat in front of your couch, probably because you get home from work and can't be bothered to go out and film anymore. And that one with Brie and Ninja Monkey, it's like you never moved. It's like 17 minutes stood eating Pokemon bread. Come on. Yeah, just like fast forward is like I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Is Rena there, or is she still working? Is she talking? Hello, Rena. I don't know. I was fast forwarding, Mash. There we go. Vids your mum's got an idea. Nighttime bike ride to the Combini. Oh, well, she's coming home in a minute. We'll wait. We'll wait for her. We'll wait for Rena. I think Turkey Brie is in China somewhere, or Taiwan. She's in Taiwan with her man, according to Instagram. Excuse me. Perk. Hello, Perk. Do you have I mean, you obviously have a channel, but do you have any? Content. I can't click to look at the moment. But do you make any videos? Some of the audience are actually creators. So an 8-minute live stream cycling to the Combini. Unless, of course, like give me a break, man. You wander about in the Combini and you talk to the staff and get them to join the live stream. Viewer. Okay. I used to be just a viewer a long time ago, and everybody, all the other commenters that I was commenting with on the live streams we were watching, saying, "Simon makes some videos. Simon makes some videos." So I did. Yes. If you walk a bit further from this place, from Shuren Inn, you end up about half an hour walking. You end up in Sanenzaka and Ninenzaka, which are very famous sort of streets in Higashiyama in Kyoto, with lots of old buildings. And then from there, it's a hop, skip, and a jump to Kiyomizudera. I did that one morning. Not hopping, skipping, or jumping, but walking sensibly. My trailer videos are art. This is about the only time I actually make videos, I'm afraid, Frederick. That one was. I've been thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do all week? Like, because I had no guests. I got home from work about 5 o'clock and knocked that. Oh, must be windy. Knocked that advert out in a couple of hours. I think I went to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning. You can put a tiny Osmo on your head. Ride around like a loony, yes. It's crazy guy, Jin. Well, I've bought this gimbal now, and now everybody's like got the Pocket Osmo. I'm a bit behind the times. When I was walking up the yes, I mean, I'd been what you didn't realize with that part in the advert was that with my gimbal, I was filmed that with my gimbal and the DJI Osmo app, camera app, which has motion tracking, which is rather good. I've used that before. The trouble is, what you need is somebody to operate the app so that they can lock the motion tracking onto you, the subject. If you try to do that yourself, it doesn't work. So I was hoping that the camera would follow me as I came up the stairs, but it didn't, which is why I looked at it. All right. Well, this is. I mean, this is a representative Japanese garden in Shorin in Temple, and Japanese gardens are meant to represent the Japanese countryside in miniature. And the Japanese countryside is mostly mountainous and with lakes and forests and so on. Once you get away from the main cities, and this is what draws Japanese tourists to my part of the world, my original part of the world in England. And I now have a picture of my favorite valley in the area, not far from where my parents live. It's my favorite valley because practically none of the 12 million tourists that visit my part of England every year go there. Just over the hill from the valley is a place where they all seem to go. But in this valley, which is known as the Winster Valley, they tend to avoid it because they don't know about it really, and there's no lake in it. Hey Ed, hi Ed. We've got now a viewer from Holland. Hoe is het? Alles goed? Oh yeah, that's my Dutch for you. This picture actually is I took it from the internet. It's not one of my own photographs. I do have some pictures somewhere of the Winster Valley, but my son, my oldest son, when we used to go, well, we still go to England, but he used to go to my sister knew some people who had a riding school up in this valley, and my son would go riding there. And I used to run around back in the day when there were like 8mm video camera. I used to run around following them, filming it all. Alles okay. Good. Get your webcam fixed. So this is actually for Perk, and for anybody who doesn't know, this is and this is the Lake District in England. And I think over the hills in the back there is Windermere. If anybody's ever heard of Windermere, it's England's largest lake, which isn't saying very much because it's smaller than most of the lochs in Scotland. It's mostly sort of burnt brown in Spain. I seem to remember. As I say, my former boss from the National Trust in England lives there. She keeps saying, "When are you coming to visit?" And I said, "When it's." And I keep thinking, "Well, when it's green and pleasant." I haven't actually done a live stream from the Winster Valley, Frederick. No, I did a live stream from where the hell was it? I can't remember. Some valley somewhere in the Lake District. It's not far from there. I did consider at one point, thinking, if we ever stayed in England, my then girlfriend and I, who became my wife when we moved to Belgium, that if we did stay in England, that I would quite like to have moved there and lived in a little house tucked away in the middle of nowhere, which kind of put her off a bit because of the isolation. Once up the hill, yes, easily. Yes. I've had too many glasses of wine to remember Frederick, but yeah. Yeah, it was quite. I mean, I'm quite lucky. I was getting 4G and reception. It wasn't the one from the castle, was it? It was Kendal Castle. No, it's not there. Yes, but for those of you in comments, I mean, if you just go onto YouTube and type in English Lake District, or even go to my channel and look at my really old videos from 4 or 5 years ago. You'll see, why I quite enjoy going back. Having said that, I do enjoy places in Belgium where I've been living for the past 20 odd years. And I've done live streams from there. You've seen my live stream from Bruges, and my live stream from Antwerp, and the live stream from Ghent, and all those places. I haven't done a live stream from the Ardennes. I did a video, but the Ardennes is calling. That's another possible live stream location once the weather's got better. But here we are. If I set these going, there we have Nihonbashi, which is one of my favorite places in Tokyo. Flying there with the drone. There you go, Ed, some drone footage and some more drone footage. We've got drone footage of Ghent going on with the no, sorry, tell a lie. Drone footage of Antwerp, which is about 20 minutes drive from where I am, but I can't drive into Antwerp anymore because they have a pollution-free zone, and my car's too old. I can get there on the train. But Nihonbashi here going on is I've walked most of those streets there because I stayed in a hotel there to be near a friend of mine that lives there. And then we've got the Ardennes going on down here. This is the River Meuse, and this is Dinant. And what's going on here? I can't see. I've got I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's some kind of war memorial going on down there. And this is the Ardennes forests and stuff, which is the nice bits of Belgium. So I should really go and do a live stream from there at some point. You've been to Dinant? That's Dinant. Dinant is, nobody has ever heard of Dinant. If you've heard of a saxophone was invented by a chap called Adolphe Sax, and he lived in Dinant. So that's its claim to fame. This is Luxembourg, I think. I've been there once. There's this big bridge there. Yeah, that's Luxembourg. I did think of going to. It takes about 3 hours to drive there. So one day I might do a live stream from Luxembourg because it's a nice city. Bastogne. I've been to Bastogne. Yes, that's also nice. My green screen's being silly. This is actually behind me. Here is actually the inside of Shoren Inn in Kyoto. I live in the north part, Perk, between the cities of Antwerp and Ghent. So it's quite easy for me to get to either. Yeah, Luxembourg is really nice. I mean, and also the surrounding countryside in Luxembourg. It's very kind of Lake Districty with lots of hills and trees and stuff, as you can see from the images here, which I've pillaged from other YouTubers. I mean, it's a YouTube community, sharing and all that business. This walking video of Nihonbashi is a chap I watch regularly, a Japanese chap. I did try and invite him on the show, but he said he's very shy and he can only, use English with Google Translate. So that would have been a bit difficult. Hello, that video's finished. I think I've got it on automatic replay, so or not, I can't remember. Yeah, Ed. When I was looking at comments of this drone video of Antwerp, and people were saying, "How did you do that? How did you do that? I've not got permission. I can't do that." So I think it's a sort of like an illegal drone video of Antwerp. You should do some more drone videos, Ed. Yeah, you just have to do it. It's the noise they make though that's sort of gets me. All right, back to my living room, which is actually my spare bedroom, which is not very tidy. So thanks to the magic of the green screen, I appear to be in a cozy Japanese Showa period living room. Not knowing English comes in handy sometimes. A video that Meet the Three Old Dudes tour. Yeah, that would be good, Frederick. See how old Dean's doing. The only time I see Dean is when he's involved in witty discussions with Kurt Softy Papa about Kurt's Bible study thing on Facebook. Imagine you have to be quite careful with racing drones. You spent all that money and you don't want to sort of smash them. Yeah, with Kurt's thing. Oh no. Right, I'm sorry, but I have to switch from wine to iced tea. So Zach, it's not been as drunk as you thought it might be. And if Keiko ever watches this, I did have wine. My brain said have wine. My brain also said have some iced tea. Getting drunk just hurts tomorrow. Yes, it's the it's the red blood cells that get. Not quite sure what the chemical reaction is, but it makes them sticky, which makes them give off their oxygen a lot slower, which causes you to have a headache. Yes, learning about why things happen is basically why I don't do yoga anymore. I'm getting philosophical now because I know how it works. It's all to do with carbon dioxide in the blood. And that and tricking your ego by using it against itself. Wine and iced tea and philosophy. Oh, yeah. Lifetime supply of joy. Dopamine from your friendly neighborhood chemist. Yet. Brave New World. There we go. Brave New World. Aldous Huxley. You have to read that, and it's the 21st century in a bottle. Serotonin. That's yes. Dopamine, serotonin. One of the two. I can't remember. I'm doing this for serotonin, really. I know. Once this is done, I have to switch over to computer gaming in order to compensate. I give people serotonin. This is good. I should put that in my blurb for my channel. Get your serotonin fix with Simon no茶の間. No prescription needed. As I've run out of background. Next week, I'm not quite sure what is going to happen next week. As I said, with it being Golden Week, Tabby Eats, his family is visiting, so it could be that I don't know quite when they're staying until. So whether he'll be able to join this month or next month, rather, I don't know. The saxophone ladies have also got quite a busy schedule, performances. I remember them saying to me that the schedule didn't match with mine, so still in negotiations with that one. The train connection between Brussels and Amsterdam, I should imagine it's fairly good. I generally sort of have never explored that. Frederick may be available. Well, yes, if he's retired, he will be. So yeah, where was it? Yes, guests for upcoming guests. So it could be that next week, that I may ask Arissa, who was on with Daniel last week, if she could join next Saturday. That would be good. And I shall have to check out her Twitch channel. I suspect it may be in Japanese, but I'll have a look. Yeah, the TGV. It stops in Brussels. I haven't been to Amsterdam for ages. I'm talking like since about 1992. So that's quite a long time ago. I remember going to Amsterdam with, visited a Dutch friend who used to work as a volunteer at the museum that I was working as a volunteer at in England. And she said, "Oh, come and visit me." And we had to go to Scheveningen. And then we went from I drove there, and then she said, "Let's go. Well, I'll take you around Amsterdam." Great. Okay, let's go to Amsterdam. So me and my friend and her drove to Amsterdam, which was an experience. And then arrived in Amsterdam, and she wanted to prove that that Dutch were free thinking and laid back. So she said, "Let's go to the Sex Museum in Amsterdam." Great. Okay, no problem. But so we went there, and me and my friend were like, "Oh, yeah, cool, yeah." And she was shocked. I mean, if you ever go to the Sex Museum in Amsterdam, you will probably be shocked as well. I mean, there are other things to see in Amsterdam, of course. There's the canals and the historic architecture and so on, and all very nice. But the Sex Museum is something else. How did we get onto this? I don't know. Yes, it's very touristy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, because it's like Bruges, although Bruges doesn't have a sex museum. Thalys. That's the name of the red fast French train. I mean, it is a genuine museum with sometimes like 2,000 and 1,000 year old exhibits, but mostly it's late 20th century rather than gross porn. Brussels and Amsterdam. Actually, Tabby Eats is supposed to be coming to Amsterdam in July. So it could be that I might have to wait until then before they appear on the show. Hopefully not. I'm having to wait that long for a guest. It's all gone quiet. It's very quiet in this room as well. I mean, my advert had some the music for my advert. I got a copyright strike on that, but I didn't care. I just liked the music from 1963. If you listen to the music, you wouldn't really believe it's from 1963. Ever been in Berlin? No, I've not been in Berlin. I know it's not, relatively speaking, it's not far away from me. And I had a friend from when I was a very young child, up to about the age of 4. I had a friend who lived in the village. And he joined the army eventually, and became a tank commander. And then he left the army and became a security guard, and then worked his way up to being the manager of a security firm. And he lived in Berlin for a long time. I was tempted to go and visit, but now I think he actually lives in Switzerland. Yes, I've been to Paris, and I've been to London, and I've been to Milan, briefly in Milan, but I've not been to Berlin. I mean, in the 80s and 90s, it kind of had a more of an appeal because it had all this like punk scene going on and alternative stuff. Now I suspect that's all rather sort of passé. Paris is nice. Paris is nice. It's kind of has crappy bits, like all places. I remember going on the bus with art college on our trip to Paris in 1985, and we drove into Paris on the bus. So we drove through all the grotty bits before we got to the nice bits. Hey, Daniel. So what the hell is up? What the hell is up is I'm guestless, and we've just had me rambling on aimlessly for about an hour, showing my favorite places in the world. You lived there for almost a decade in Paris. You hate Paris. Ah, okay. It's got some nice bits. You have to admit, it's got some nice bits. But I mean, yes, if you live there every day, it'd probably drive you up the wall. You wouldn't have guessed. So the sarcasm is dripping off there on the floor. I should watch the YouTube video Zudi Brandt. Ah, okay. Are there subtitles? Yes. I mean, I suppose that could also be said perk of most places. I mean, London, Tokyo, New York. I mean, unless you're, unless you look out, if you have good luck, then it can be quite crappy. As a single in the city of romance, there is no fun. Ah, no guest, wouldn't have guessed. I've had too many glasses of wine, Daniel. I mean, and I was up till 1 o'clock this morning doing my advert, so I'm not with it. €600 for an 8-meter squared apartment. No wonder you hated it. Bloody hell! What did you study? Obviously not economics. I went there as an art student. I looked totally weird. I had an old man's jacket, a waistcoat. I was attempting to look like a French citizen. I'm not quite sure what I was thinking. You could join. There's about 3 minutes left. So by the time you set your camera up, I'm going to keep going for a bit. But yes, yeah, you're welcome. I'll pop. Hang on, Daniel. I'll pop you a link. I mean, I'll have to where am I? Go to this. Go to Wasabi. Daniel. Where's Daniel? I'm gonna have to go search Daniel. That Daniel. I want that Daniel. That. I want his chat box. New message. What's the matter? Write a message. What message? Why am I not getting your chat box? Why am I getting just sending it to? Hang on, I'll put it in there. Paste. Okay, here we go. That's the link. Your message was successfully sent. There you go, Daniel. It'd take longer than 3 minutes. All right. I could join with your phone. I mean, if you're on your phone, you could just that'll work faster than your computer. Linguistics. You're a cunning linguist, then. Frantically searches for camera. Looks on phone. Phone has video camera built in. If one clicks on Messenger on phone, one can join within 3 seconds. I'm waiting now for Daniel, all the way from Kyushu. So now we're the world round. We're just. I mean, if my friend from New Zealand could join, we'd sort of join the dots, and would be, and I'd have a world audience of about 6 people. Are you going to be able to make it, Daniel? On your phone? Are you still searching for your camera? Have you given up? I don't know. Hello, that's Daniel messaging me. Active now. What do we say? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Can't connect. This doesn't seem to be working. Hang on. All right, hang on, Daniel. Let me give you this link instead. All right, try this one. It's very fussy. It's a fussy sort of telephones and whatnot. I've had this trouble before with trying to get people on with their phone. If you've got Chrome on your phone, you sometimes have to go to the Chrome settings and allow this, that, and the other, especially if you've got an iPhone. I shall find out in a second if that worked. You have to download Hangouts. Yeah. On your phone or onto the computer. You've been on before. Or have you flushed your computer? You're a very patient audience. I'm very grateful for you. I mean, this is my phone. Okay. You don't have Hangouts on your phone? I think they've got rid of Hangouts. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure what it's all about. Yeah, you deleted it. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to delete Hangout. I'm half tempted to delete Hangouts because it takes up space, and Google have deleted. Have got rid of the non-YouTube, just the regular chat version of Hangouts. It doesn't work anymore, apart from people who are in some kind of business thing. You're gonna have to download it again if you want to join with your phone. Hooray!
G'day.
Good day to you. Have you finished making your have you finished making your model of your of the Corolla yet?
Corolla?
Yeah, Corolla model that came with a magazine every week or every month from.
Oh, I'm with you. It's over in the corner. I recently got part 14 of 200. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
This is part 14. It's a Celica, and once a month they send me 4 installments, so they're saving money on postage, which is great for them. But yeah, I'm still another year and 8 months to go. So
my God, you could just go and get a Tamiya.
Yeah, but I do I suck at the painting and the gluing. But this one's just assembled. You know what I mean? Like Meccano screws and stuff.
It's all pre-painted and sort of like yeah.
No mess, no fuss.
Snap fix, sort of
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's metal
for all ages.
So, all ages and abilities.
It looks quite. I mean, it looks quite as though it will be quite a big model. What scale is it?
1:8, so it's going to be 50 centimeters long or something.
Good grief!
It's ridiculous.
That's huge.
I mean, I don't want to be too specific, but it could be 52.7 centimeters long.
You're gonna have to clear your room just to sort of like display the damn thing.
For sure, there's gonna have to be a space made. Absolutely.
You've got a year to do it.
Well, longer than that.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh. So I'm sorry I'm missing your shows, man. Like coincidentally, when I release a weekly video, it happens at the same time that you do this. So I'm responding, and
so I'm
being a successful YouTuber.
I'm in competition with rusty Japanese cars. Oh, brilliant!
Sorry, man. But it's it's hard work. You know what I mean? It's like I got to devote every minute and basically deny time with my family.
Yeah.
To do this, you know what I
you
mean?
shut the door. I'm editing. Go away.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
people come in with meals. Children are sent in with trays with food.
Oh, that would be great because it would mean I would see them. also that meals would exist. But
who's that? That's your dad.
What do you mean? My dad's in another country.
No, it's just like you come out of your room, and the kids go, "Who's that?"
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mum says it's your dad.
Yeah. And they're like, "When did you get married?"
I thought my dad was the milkman. Shh, says your mum.
Shenanigans, mate. So tell me about your show.
This specific show that's been going on for about an hour. It's me. It's me.
Missed a lot.
It's me winging it for an hour because
that's tough, man. Like,
sometimes you don't get guests, and sometimes you have to sort of like. That's why it's called Baka no ichi.
Sorry, can I do that?
You can do that if you like.
Yeah, because I'm feeling very landscapey.
Okay, yes. It's just,
Baka no
ichi.
Hey.
It's a
landscape
It's a Japanese proverb, which means even a fool has one talent. that's me. That's me alone.
Could you point me to the data? Oh, am I offline?
No.
Whatever. Okay, yeah. Even a fool has talent. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I have access to comments. So my battery is dangerously low. I'm sub 20. So
plug yourself in.
Robert. Hope you're well. I mean, but I got the headphones. And I'm not near a wall. Believe in yourself. That's why Facebook Lives are so good. All sorts of problems. I'm not kidding anyone. I can't read. So,
we've got a fellow Aussie. We've got a vids of your mom is here. We've got Perk, who's a new viewer, and I'm not quite sure of his nationality, but he lives in Spain.
Well, I question vids of your mom is Australian as he misspells mom. But I mean, I'm being lighthearted. I'm being lighthearted, I swear. But that sounded serious.
That was just a message from
Canada. There you go. See,
Okayama. That was Arissa just messaged me that just then from they're spending time with their family and for Golden Week, so she can't join. Are you doing it? Are you actually holidaying? I've talked to several people and people are holidaying. No, you're not. No. There's no Golden Week.
It's Golden Week translated into English is traffic jam. Unless you can, this particular Golden Week is pretty amazing. It's 10 days. It's like never been that before. You could certainly pick a day to leave and come back and, avoid. But it's just like the U-turn, the return journeys is just killer. Not that we ever planned anything ever anyway, but yeah. I mean, and also my family lives in like a different country, so Golden Week is just days off work for me. It's just
I just have to apologise to vids of your mum. I thought he was Australian. I've got mixed him up. I've mixed up the Commonwealth countries here.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like Canadians are like the Australians of North America. So it's not. It's all good. Certainly, the Americans aren't.
Oh, we've got Ty. We've got if Ty's still there. We've got an American in the comments. There we go.
Oh, sorry, Ty. I mean, I'm just watching too much Morning Joe, and it's just depressing as hell.
Well, why would you watch something that's depressing? I mean, it's like, you know.
Oh, because it's misery loves company. I think is the expression.
God.
I mean, I've got 100 things to watch. I've got The Flash. I'm watching The Flash. I was given some episodes on the hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some rugby league, Australian rugby league to watch. I've got comments to respond to on my channel.
Oh.
I've got tons of things to do.
Hi, Jackie. Jackie.
My name is not Jackie.
No, this is somebody who's just joined in the call. I'm responding to my audience.
Does
Yeah,
she review foods?
Rugby. World.
I mean, I'm into foods too. I am into. Can I just tell you, if you ever come to Japan, Family Mart has famichiki. It's very delicious.
Ah,
yeah. And in my local bakery is amazing, cheap as hell, and they do. It's freaking book. It's like a conveyor belt of customers in there any day of the week. It's just amazing. It is amazing. But anyway, Jackie Hero.
Yep.
Food. Yeah, food's good.
So rugby. Let's get. World Cup happening in September, is it?
It is. And I even tried to book some tickets. I wasn't aware of the dates that had the ticket releases and the schedule. It's all a bit complicated. I just thought you could buy a ticket, but they're all different markets, and they all got to sort of sell tickets to specific markets and whatever like that. There's a release dates staggered and stuff. It's just weird. But Australia will be playing in Kyushu, but I don't know if I can get there and see it. I'd like to.
Which city? Fukuoka?
Oita.
Oita.
Oita. Yeah, so if you're in Yamaguchi, which I hope doesn't bring painful memories, man. I was invested in that. That hurt me, man, when I got the news. That sucked, man.
Yeah. These things happen, you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So what an hour, 2 hours south of Yamaguchi, I guess.
You've got to cross the old Shimonoseki Bridge and whatnot.
You do, yeah. Well, the tunnel is 100 yen, so yeah.
Oh, you should get in touch with the Englandese. He's in Yamaguchi. He's a good chap. So.
Well, I'm not a social person at all.
Oh, right.
But,
well, no, you live in your room
that I have time to go to a place with food and or drink and enjoy someone's company and relax. I'm not able to do that, which is also why I don't get to watch your show so much. But yeah,
I'm just telling Tomoko Des she fell asleep. She says she fell asleep.
I saw her in a video today with frickin' that guy with the thing.
The thing.
What's his name?
Victor.
What's his
name?
Give
me a break,
Victor.
Victor the thing.
Yeah. I saw a video on his channel. Long time no see, but yeah. Another girl got married who was a J vlogger.
Kazuko. She got married in Canada to a Canadian.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah.
Probably to someone with videos of your mum. Your mom, which is hard to say.
It will come back to haunt him when he has children.
Yeah.
I keep telling him that.
I mean, I've been trying to release videos of my mum around, but there's no one's keen to host them on their websites.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. First, but I mean, I've been trying for years, but yeah. That was just for laughs, whatever. PERK, who is that? Hello, PERK, Perk.
Perk lives in Spain.
Spain. Hola.
Yeah, that was the accent of my Spanish as well. And then he wrote something in Spanish, and I was lost.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I'd love to visit Spain. Spain absolutely is one European country. Hello, that it just seems fascinating to me. Spain, Germany's one, England is another.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
this is true. These are European countries. Well, England would contest that it's a European country. But
yeah. Yeah, Brexit. I mean, I haven't really been following it, so
neither have I.
It sounds painful.
Yeah, it's insane, basically. I think Tomoko has gone back to sleep.
Oh, back to sleep, des. Shenanigans, eh? So, yeah. So, you're in Europe, and there was, of course, a recent fire.
In Notre Dame, yes, that was
which
rather tragic.
I have no connection to, and I don't really follow. But my parents were in France, visiting all the World War I battlefields.
Oh yeah.
Like about a year ago, and they were in a hotel in France, in Paris, I guess, and from their window they could see
the Notre Dame,
the roof of that. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, so it seems to be mostly the roof that's gone. I mean, luckily the towers and the walls are still up. So
is the hunchback still there?
It's like toast.
He's had his fingers burnt up to his elbows. But yeah, and I can't really grasp what was lost. It was a stone building, right?
Mostly, yeah, with wooden bits.
But I mean, I guess it was fitted. It was fitted out with wooden stuff. Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, churches mostly are. Yeah.
I'm so irreligious. But I mean, it was a special thing for humanity, I guess. But
Perk says #Je suis Quasimodo.
Well, I'm amazed I get that. Yeah. Hashtag. I can't pronounce it, but I can. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Frederick, I'm sorry, mate. Switzerland. Yes.
Yeah, I've been to Switzerland. I can recommend Switzerland. I mean, it's got nice bits in it.
Well, let me just tell you about some history, Simon. I hope you're sitting down. I've got
Asterix. Oh,
and the Chieftain Shield.
Yep.
The Laurel Ralph, the big
Laurel
fight,
Wreath, the big fight,
whatever, big crossing.
Mm-hmm. Great crossing.
The Goths,
yeah.
The Gaul, whatever.
We go,
agent.
But we come back.
Your neck of the woods,
Belgium. Asterix in Belgium. Oh yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Legionary, which is a favorite of mine, but I don't have in Switzerland, Frederick. I'm very sorry. I've got that in the large format, not the small format. But that was one of the first Asterix comics I had ever read in my life, and I loved it. I was living in Papua New Guinea at the time.
Blimey. Because they have
airdrop.
They have to airdrop the Asterix.
Well, but that was a special book, Frederick. The cheese, they're in the vault with the cheese. Yeah,
there's a great bit in Asterix in Switzerland, and they've had to creep through the fields to get to the location. So Obelix has not seen anything of Switzerland. So somebody asks him, what was Switzerland like at the end of the story? It was it was flat.
Damn, that's funny. Memories, Asterix. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and the fondue party. The fondue party.
Oh, the bread. They keep dropping the bread in the cheese. Yeah.
Oh dear. Yes, for audience, you will have to read Asterix to get any of this. Sorry.
Asterix homework, people.
Asterix the Legionary is the very first Asterix book that I bought. Yeah, I enjoyed that. With the
me too, because I had the Legionary could have been the first one I ever had, actually. And in the large format, I had Switzerland, Legionary, Switzerland. They were the two best ones I had for sure.
Mm. Oh, have you ever seen the Asterix films? Did you ever watch
Zero?
No
idea.
I
know. There was what's her name? Cleopatra. What's her name? She was in the Matrix.
Yeah, the actress from the Matrix played Cleopatra. So well, we saw that. My kids and I, we watched that.
Sorry, when you say we, is it like yes or I don't know?
No. You first put your bread into kirsch and then into the cheese. Oh my god!
What kirsch? What is that?
It's like cherry liqueur.
Oh, I mean,
sounds disgusting.
I thought he was kirsching in the comments. No kirsching in the comments, Frederick. That's
a fondue at swingers party. You don't drop your bread into the cheese.
Or do you?
Oh, I don't know. Oh dear.
Yeah. I need another drink, Simon. I've only got one of these strong zero chew highs.
Oh dear. Yes, that's no good.
Yeah,
you need more.
Pretty much, but I mean, it's hard to go back into the store after you've had one. You know what I mean? Like,
chew again.
Reputation. Yeah. So, just the one. It's my go-to drink.
It's good. It does the job very quickly.
Yeah. In fact, allow me to show you this.
Oh my god!
This is a garbage bag of empty vessels. Jeez, I got to clean my room more often. Funny stuff, yeah. Whatever. Yeah. So, what are your sons up to at the moment?
I'm going to go and find out. My eldest son is off with visiting friends, and sometimes wanders about practicing his bagpipes in the woods, and
that is the place for them, of course. Yeah.
Yes,
or in AC/DC tribute bands. You've got to do that.
I have to tell him. Yeah. And my youngest son is probably at this very moment on the PlayStation 3, and I should be going to get him in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like PlayStation, like in their house or like
no, but at his mother's. I'll have to go and get him sort of.
Okay. Oh, I mean, actually, I sort of know the family situation, but she's close, yeah.
But like 10 minutes down the road, yeah.
Is that too close or?
No, that's fine.
It's
fine.
Okay.
I just remember pubic hair in an incredible abundance. What are they talking about in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh dear. This is not 3 old dudes, Robert. Come on. It's nearly that. It's what happens. I regress and I go back to 3 old dudes.
It could be my only salvation for transplant, of course.
Oh dear.
But I've got a hat on at night. Yeah, it's a bit cold here. That's why. But
in Kyushu in spring.
No, heading towards today. Like it's been hot recently, but just today it's been a bit cold. So.
No, it's a bit like that here. I mean, a couple of weeks ago it was like 25 degrees, and now it's like 11. So.
Jeez. Me.
Sorry, I'm bored.
Oh, were you banging that on, or were you like mimicking? You know, when you see someone yawn and then you involuntary yawn?
No, you're talking to somebody who went to bed at like 1:30 in the morning and woke up about 6.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. But I don't see the Japanese do that. You know, when someone yawns like a chain,
Yeah,
everyone's like, Japanese don't do that.
that's too embarrassing.
I was thinking that the other day. Well, I mean, it's also rude to do. It's like, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, but whatever. I love a yawn. I was reprimanded or reprimanded. I don't know, because I yawned, and like it's not a faux pas where I'm from.
Yeah.
And then I'm being scolded, and I never say scolded. I'm like,
What? To see a normal human, like,
and yeah, we were taught it's an involuntary
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
I mean, you didn't fart or anything. You just yawned.
Well,
oh, you yawned
say
and
I didn't
farted.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I didn't fart. But my yawn smelled like it.
Oh. So we won't go into that. No.
Yeah.
And with that, folks.
Yeah. We will end off on that.
And on that note, we should round up.
Oh,
Daniel, go sneak off to the combini.
Can I just say that there was a centurion in Asterix and the Legionary? Was that it? Asterix and Legionary. Curious Otis. Was
Curious
that his
Otis.
name? So yeah, that's a full circle.
Well,
okay,
yes, your guess is as good as mine, Perk. Your guess is as good as mine.
What the hell do you have to eat a yawn? You have to eat poo. Natto. Sorry.
Okay, and on that note, I'd like to thank
cooking tastes like
Daniel. Daniel is now like furiously eating Mentos for joining us. Mintier, yes, that was my go-to in Japan. I have a box of those somewhere.
Yeah. Yep.
And for all those watching after the event, this is what it used to be like on 3 Old Dudes.
Yep.
So thank you.
Fart-related humor.
Yeah, and thank you, audience. Light, you're late. You're late, Light. I mean, you're practically in the same like island as Daniel, and you're late.
Light, where are you?
I think he's in Kyushu as well.
Manesende. Which is don't mimic me, but of course you can. Light, Japanese library.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
And next week, I may do this again. I may try and find a guest, or I may go out into the countryside. I'm going to try and ask Arisa from Okayama if she can join next week. Or I may go off wandering into the depths of Belgian countryside again. And
sorry, Light is in Saga. Yeah. I'm in Saga.
It's just down the road.
Yes, I am in Tosu in Saga. Like, but whatever. So yeah, next week, Baka mo nige. Nige.
I'm a fool with 2 talents. Okay.
Well, it's
Okay, thanks everybody.
I'll stop talking.
Okay, and I'll let Daniel get on with cleaning his room. Okay. See you. Bye, everyone. See you next week. Thanks, Daniel.
No worries, man.